Hello everybody, Mr. LEGO Lover 55 here, and welcome to another LEGO set review. Today we're taking a look at set 60184, Mining Team. This set is recommended for ages 5 to 12 and has around 82 pieces. So here on the front of the box, we've of course got the actual set, the set info. It shows that there's a glow-in-the-dark spider included, a warning hazard, LEGO City logo with the corner box art for the mining sets. Here on the back shows pretty much all the play features, and that is pretty much it for the box. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and open this up with this little punch hole here. That's not good. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but the box just decided to rip. That's probably because when I got it in the mail, it was sort of already beat up quite a bit, or at least sort of. But I did not expect it to rip like that, so that's a bit odd. But anyways, we can take a look at the components of the actual set. So we've got a bag of pieces, a bag of smaller pieces, and our instruction manual. So I'm going to go ahead and build this thing, and I'll be right back. So here's the finished project, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the minifigures later, but for now, we'll take a look at all the little other things that are included. So first up, we have this little thing, which I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be, but I think it's supposed to be some sort of, like, research station. I do like this, though, because it has this 2x3 tile, which is still a relatively new piece, and it comes in white. These are some nice pieces to get. I just, in general, like trans pieces. This sort of gold nugget piece is new, so that is very nice. You get 2 of those in total in this set. One is in another little structure we'll take a look at in a second. Just put that there. There's nothing in this little cabinet here, it's just there for looks, but I guess if you wanted to, you can put that gold nuggets in here if you really wanted to. Then next up, we have this little assembly. Now, this construction, or miner girl here, it has this sort of dynamite type of push thing yeah, it has that. She has that, and basically there's a little play feature here that works really cool. So you've got this piece of dynamite here, and when you push that in, the top actually blows off, and I think that was a really cool play feature, and I was not expecting that at all. But inside you can see we've got another one of those gold nuggets. So you get 2 of these in total in this set, which is pretty neat. And yeah, so this is a pretty neat function. I did not expect it to be to work this well. I knew there was going to be some sort of explosion feature, but I did not expect it to work like this. So that's pretty cool. It's just fun to also do like that, if you do it right. But yeah, it's just fun. And we've also got one of the glow-in-the-dark spiders, which we'll take a look at in a second. But here, next, we have this sort of small little truck that has this little thing in the front, which you can push down like that, and you get a pickaxe and a shovel, which is pretty neat. So it's just on one of those hinges, so you can put it up and down easily like that. And it's a very simple vehicle. It's got a minifigure there. I do like how they use just 2 studs to have the minifigure sit down instead of a whole 4 studs. I think that works better, so it's easier to put him on and take him off. So that works well. Just got a regular steering wheel there. So this vehicle isn't anything too special at all. It's just a nice, neat little vehicle there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that glow-in-the-dark spider. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly charge the spider up. Okay, so I charged the spider up a decent amount, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light and see how well it does. So it looks pretty well on camera. I'm not exactly sure how well it'll turn out in the actual video, but it looks pretty good. So it glows pretty bright, and you can see it does fade away quite fast, but does work pretty well, which I do like. So yeah, and this actual spider mold here is pretty cool as well. So yeah, this is a nice cheap way to get that new spider mold, as well as these little nugget pieces. But anyways, that is pretty much it for the pretty much the set. But let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures. So here's the first figure we have here. These figures are just sort of generic. I don't believe they have any special names. They're just regular miners, I guess. So here we have this first one. It's got sort of an orange jacket, which looks really cool. He's also got a name tag, which doesn't have any name on it, which is also really cool. So that's useful, very useful for other sort of miners. Got dark blue pants there, and he's got this white construction helmet, which is pretty nice. I've never really gotten that before, but I'm sure that's come in plenty of city sets. The face print looks pretty cool here, so yeah, you can see that. No alternate face, because of course that would just be showing on the back, and there's no way to cover it up. There's a good look at his face, though. Here is the next minifigure we have here, and this one's quite a cool looking one. He's got some leg printing as well as some cool torso printing. Here's a good look at his back torso printing, so pretty nice. Looks like he's wearing I guess, he's wearing something. I don't know exactly what it is, but you can see he's got sort of like a notebook that has like a checklist on there. He also seems to have a walkie-talkie, and then of course he's got a name tag, which again doesn't have any names, so it's very useful for making other minor figures. So yeah, and then he's got this sort of minor helmet, which has a 1x1 flat stud, or whatever it's called, in trans yellow, which I honestly think is just really huge. It's just definitely oversized for what it should be. Probably would have worked best if they could maybe fit some sort of piece in there, but I don't think that would have worked at all. But yeah, so here's a better look at his face print. You can see he's also got a megaphone there, but he doesn't really have any other accessories. So anyways, that's pretty much it. No other alternate expression, so that's pretty much it for this figure. Next up, we have this minor girl. So as I said before, she has this sort of dynamite explosion type of thing. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I'll just take that out of the way so you can get a better look at her torso print and other stuff. So she's got some also cool leg printing with those just stripes there, so that is very useful. And again, the name tag, no name on it, so it's very useful for other mining figures, so that's pretty neat. You've also got some back torso printing there, so there you go. And then we've got a just generic face there, and there's no alternate expression at all, but yeah, I believe this is a new mold. I've never really seen this before, but I don't know, I feel like this might have come in another set before, but I don't know, I've never seen it before, so it's pretty cool, and definitely don't believe it's new, because I've never seen it in white before either. I don't know. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this figure, so let's move on. Now, this minifigure I'd like to consider probably the most generic minor out of all of these figures included in this set, because if you think of, when I just think of a minor in Lego form, I would just automatically think of a figure like this, so that's why I would just sort of consider him to be the generic minor of this set. For accessories, he's got the red mug, which is just very common, so nothing very too special. Unlike the other three figures in this set, he doesn't have any name tags, so I guess that's also pretty useful for making other minor mining figures. He's got that same helmet that this figure had with that oversized light there. And we'll just take this out of the way so you can get a better look at his torso print there. So he's got straps there, and you can see he's wearing sort of, I guess, a tank top or something. But that's pretty much it for this figure, so let's go ahead and move on to the instructions. So we'll go ahead and take a quick look here at the instruction booklet. So here on the front, pretty much same stuff as on the front of the box. Here it shows that if you are confused, you should organize your pieces. Then instructions, more instructions, then the final product, and our good old list of pieces. No advertisements, unfortunately. And something that I'll note is that this instruction booklet is quite large for a $10 set. Usually I would expect it to be the more smaller ones, but I don't know, this seems like one that would be in like a $15 or even maybe like a $20 set, but I don't know, just something I thought I'd point out. So overall, I think this is a pretty good $10 set. It's got a lot of cool things, like the new spider glow-in-the-dark mold, as well as the new gold ingots, or not ingots, but nuggets, so those are really cool. The minifigures in this set are also pretty neat. You get 4 of them in total, which is pretty neat for a $10 set. Probably my favorite things about this, obviously, are the minifigures, those, the new pieces, and then this little structure right here. It's just fun to blow that top off. I don't know why, it's just really fun to do that. Other than that, I don't really care too much for this thing, or really the research station a whole lot, other than like the pieces on that. But overall, just a very neat set for $10, and if you are like a fan of any like sort of city sets, or even if you're like a fan of Power Miners, I'd say this one is worth picking up, I guess. I wouldn't say it really blends in very well with any of the other Power Miner sets, maybe except for like this little construction, or maybe this, I don't know, it's definitely not that, but overall it's a neat little set, but definitely I don't really plan on getting any more of the mining team sets, but that's pretty much all I have to say about this set, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and keep building!